Buonasera, bienvenidos, good evening. 3 languages in one night. Oggi siamo in compagnia di Alfonzo Mendoza. Hi Alfonso, welcome.
Hi, everybody. Great to be here. And thank you for inviting me here to GEG Italia. And I'm just really excited to share Wevideo today with everybody.
Thank you. So, Alfonso stasera ci mostrerà come fare dei video in maniera molto semplice con l'applicazione Wevideo. Mi sembra sempre un scioglilingua, non so, Wevideo. Ok, I have problem pronouncing Wevideo, I don't know why. La nostra sarà live international, lo sapete, abbiamo già iniziato questa avventura, però ovviamente ho chiesto ad Alfonso di parlare piano, speak slowly, Alfonso, please, e se avete qualche domanda non vi preoccupate, fatela assolutamente in italiano e io la tradurrò per voi. Se ci sono poi dei passaggi poco chiari, scrivetelo e io farò lo stesso. Quindi lascio assolutamente il campo a questo Innovator 2020, abbiamo frequentato l'accademia quest'anno insieme e ci spiega poi un po' del suo progetto dell'accademia e lascio la parola a lui e va live. So, your turn, Alfonso. The stage is yours.
Thank you. Well, good afternoon, everybody in Italy. Again, thank you so much for being here. And just like Filomena said, we know each other very well from our global educator group family, Global GEG. So big shout out to them. I'm actually wearing let me see if you can see my little Global GEG sweater today, just representing and giving a shout out to Global GEG. And of course, Filomena and I met during through Global GEG, but also working together through our Innovator Academy, working on projects, and just very excited to get to collaborate with Filomena again, and for this wonderful invite here to Global GEG Italia. So I'm very excited. Thank you.
Thank you to you to accept my invite. So let's start.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about creation. Creation is something that is very important, and especially allowing our students to create. There's so many tools that are out there, just like Wevideo, and I'm going to show you a little bit of Canva as well. So I told Filomena today is going to be a 2-for-1 because I'm going to show you my workflow that isn't necessarily too much with education, but it does deal with that. But I'm going to show you how things work and how you can put these two products together and just create some magic for yourselves and for your students. So one thing that I would like for you to know is that as educators, sometimes it could be scary to try new things. But my advice to you is just get clicky with it. That's right. Just click away, learn the platform. There won't be anything that you will break. And the more you click, the more you learn, and the more confident and comfortable you will be. And then you can share that knowledge with your students. And trust me, when your students are able to get something like Wevideo in their hands, which is available on Chromebooks because everything is web-based, your students can create just some wonderful, wonderful projects. So let's go ahead and get started. Filomena, is there anything you might need to translate there?
Sì, a little bit. Alfonso ha detto, ovviamente, ringraziamo Global GG, che è la nostra famiglia ormai da diversi mesi e grazie alla quale ci siamo conosciuti, e ha detto che stasera ci mostrerà anche un bonus, anche Canva, quindi non soltanto Wevideo ma anche un altro strumento per creare delle bellissime presentazioni, infografiche, eccetera, per seguire quello che è poi il processo creativo. Ovviamente lui dice, è vero, alcune cose sono difficili a vista, ma basta cliccare, clic, e piano piano si impara. Lui è qui stasera per poi darci all'inizio, però ovviamente poi sarà alla nostra creatività e alla nostra fantasia utilizzare nel migliore dei modi questi tools. Ok.
Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with a little bit of Wevideo magic. And again, it's all about content creation, creating a story, and having your students create those stories. So let me go ahead and show you the Wevideo Dashboard. The Wevideo Dashboard, very intuitive. If you notice, you've got your option for video. You've got your option to record because you can record yourself just on camera, or you can do a screen capture. You can also do GIFs, and you can even record a podcast because WeVideo will just allow you to record your voice as well. And then you can go ahead and put images in there. All right. So let's go ahead and just go to the next step. And I guess, Filomena, as I set this up, if there's anything you need to just kind of follow with there as far as translating, we can go through that too as well.
I would like to talk after about your podcast. Remind me.
Okay, will do. So let's talk about video, and let me show you just how easy this is. So we're going to create just a video, and it's going to load up here. And what we're going to do is you can save this video in a folder. And if you notice, I have several folders here that I can go ahead and work on. And I'll just leave this here as my project. And I will go ahead and start editing. And if you notice here, you have your dashboard where you have your stock media. Now, teachers, oftentimes we're looking for media. We're looking for pictures. We're downloading from Google. We're downloading maybe from Pixabay or other locations. But WeVideo has an amazing stock library of footage. So, and pictures as well. So if I go here to stock media, I can type in, and let me type in Italy. Okay, since we're doing, and if you notice, look at all of these video clips that show up about Italy that you can easily, let's say if I want to create something, since I'm here visiting Filomena virtually to Italy, I can go ahead and just drag this video in here. And now it becomes part of my project. If I want to go ahead and look at this clip and preview, all I need to do is just drag it in here. And now I can go ahead and put these clips together. Now, what I love, and as you can observe, is you can make these clips shorter if you need to. So they give you 17, about 16 seconds. You can make it maybe 5 seconds. Then you can go into a different transition here and make these videos shorter. So there you go. All right. Now, sometimes you may think, okay, that's all fine. I can put two videos together, but you've got the content library here where now I can filter, and now I can say, okay, I don't want any more videos. I want just still photos. Maybe I only want just graphics. If I want to go ahead and turn these off here, then now I have some still photos here, and now I have this beautiful night view that all I have to do is just drag in here, and I can put it and bump it, insert and push, and now it becomes part of my video. So now I can transition from motion to still, and then I can transition back to motion. And of course, we can make this a little fancier by throwing in some transitions. So if you notice here, WeVideo does an amazing job to help you get almost that professional quality right at your fingertips. So if I add some transitions here, I've got some various transitions that you can choose from. And one of my favorites is the crosshatch right here. And I'm going to do is just drag it in. And now let me just go back a little bit just so you can see how this video, it can take your video to a different level right here. There you go.
Wow.
And so I want you to notice that's something so simple, and all I did is just grab, drag and drop, grab, drag and drop. It doesn't get any easier. And that's why I said, get clicky with it. You're not going to break anything. And if there's something that you may not like, for example, if you may want to just take this out right here, you just simply select and click backspace and it's gone. And then now you can go back to your stock media and you can go ahead and look for anything else that you'd like to add. So, just with this alone, teachers, I know that you can feel very comfortable with your lessons. And let me show you just the wide variety here in the library that you can have. Maybe you're doing a unit on science, and maybe let's type in maybe photosynthesis. Oops, I misspelled it, but let's see what might come up.
Uh,
Photosynthesis.
I have a question. The stock media are free, right? Uh,
Yes, the
we
stock
could-
media are free. Now, keep in mind when you sign up for Wevideo, you will have the pro account for, I believe it's 30 days that you will have that account. And then after that, your stock media, it is limited, but it's not completely gone. And everything there will be free. Okay. You do not have to pay nothing. Everything is included. And I'm going to share the link with you so you can kind of see as far as your stock media, all its offerings that you will have available. But you've got video, you've got music, you've got the still pictures. So you're gonna have a nice teacher toolbox of media that you can play with to enhance your lessons.
and then we could publish that video on YouTube or channel or our page, right?
Yes. So we'll show that to you right now when we do like a quick little creation, and I'll show you how you can do absolutely that. You can download it into an MP4, and then you can go ahead and upload that into YouTube. You can save it, and then you can use it at a later time. There's different modes for you to save it. And like I said, it's completely free and intuitive. So let's do this, Filomena, just so we can kind of go kind of with the workflow and combining some things. I'm going to show you how I get ready for, let's say, a show. If I have a podcast. And so I'm just going to kind of walk you through a workflow because it's going to involve a lot of these steps all at once. And I would like for you just to see kind of the big picture. And at any time, if you have any questions, feel free to ask away and Filipina will interject. And then that way we can answer. But I really want you to see this in action so you can kind of get an idea of the possibilities because there's so many possibilities out there for content creation and especially for a free tool like this. Okay? So,
Also, there is a question. I know that the green screen video tool in Wevideo. I know
oh,
that this question it will come.
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you some of that right now and how I prepare and that's one of the things that I wanted to show. So let's do this. I'm gonna walk you through, and of course I'm showing you here the stock media, and let me show you here. You've got green screen, and look at all of this stock media here with green screen. So let me show you just a quick intro what you can do if you're interested in the green screen. This is one thing that I love. I'm gonna bring in this gentleman here who is on a computer. Let's go back to Italy. All right. And let's find that beautiful scene. How about this one? I like this scene because it's very dramatic looking. So notice what I'm doing here. I am simply layering right here. I've got video two is my green screen video. Video one is going to be the content that's going to appear. So watch the magic here, guys. I know that green screen is something that can definitely help you engage your students visually, engage and enhance any lesson. So check this out. If you want to just share this knowledge with your students, they'll be like, oh my goodness, teacher, you're awesome. So check this out. I'm going to simply double click on my gentleman here with the computer. And you've got several tools that you can use. Notice that you have a rotation tool. You can rotate them and kind of be silly in any way, shape, or form that you'd like. You can flip the image if that is something that you would like to do. Okay. You can also fit the image. And again, you can scale it right here where or bring it back. So see, this is one of the tools that I love. You can scale it and bring it back. Now, you can crop your tool or you can crop your picture. Also, if you want to crop horizontally Or if you want to crop vertically, you can go ahead and crop that video section there. Your animation, and we'll go into that in just a second. But let's get to the green screen, because I know that there's some very green screen aficionados here that like myself, because this is something that I use a lot. So if I go here, I have my color selector. I click on my dropper, select the green screen, and notice the image that popped up right away, like magic. All right. So now from here, I can actually preview what this is going to look like. Now you may be asking yourself, well, that's not exactly the shot that I really want. Well, no problem. This is what we can do here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just save the changes here on this image. But now I'm going to go back here to my young lady walking. And now if you notice here, I can go ahead and adjust that image. Notice that I can make it a little bit smaller here to kind of possibly make it fit a little bit better into that screen if you'd like. And then you can preview and get an idea of what that is going to look like. So this is what I love. Notice that. Oh, look at that. So we can go here, and just like magic, like I said, just with a couple of clicks, that's a beautiful shot. Let's say that I want to keep that. And here's the dramatic pose right here. The look back. Dun, dun, dun. There you go. Look at that. So that right there is something that is amazing. Guys, and look at that. You had the green screen media. And again, that's in stock. And let's say that you don't like this gentleman here. Maybe you're like, let me go ahead and change that. No big deal. Just type in green screen. And here you can go ahead and change it up. And maybe you want to just say, you know what, instead of that, I want to go ahead and change it up and put this computer here. Well, you'll just repeat the steps, which you'll go here to the color key. There you go. Now you can preview. And just that easy, with a couple of clicks, you can change your scene if that's what you'd like. And notice this. I mean, there you go. Now you can work on the timing a little bit, where we can go ahead and make some edits here into the video. So what I'll do is I'll make this video a little bit shorter, maybe about right there or something. I know the thumbs up comes up. And then let's say I don't want the thumbs up. So all I do is just simply adjust. Fairly simple. You're just dragging and dropping. And here's the dramatic shot right there. Of course, actually, I stopped it a little bit. It was a little too short. But there you go. It'll show. All right. Now, let's talk a little bit about those effects like that you were talking, or just to show you that you can add a little bit more dramatic effects here. If we go back here, if you remember when we said, okay, our animation, let's say I want my animation to start maybe right here. And when I end, I want it to end there. So this is what my preview is going to look like. Now, of course, we'll have to fix the image in the background as well, so that it fits with that animation. But I just want to show you the possibilities of adding those animations to enhance the lesson, to convey a message. Guys, imagery is very important. I mean, a lot of us, if you think about it, when we think about food, we eat with our eyes first. If we see a beautiful dish and we see a 3-star Michelin restaurant, the way they set things up and the food looks beautiful, that's gonna definitely also enhance our taste perceptions and everything they experience. So with Wevideo, you can take your video experiences and creations to a whole other level, where your students are just going to be drawn into your lessons. Or if you put this into your students' hands, because again, remember, this is available on Chromebooks. If you put this into your students' hands, imagine what they can create, the messages that they can convey through the imagery that they have available here. So hopefully this right here, I know with that green screen, we kind of went off on it, but it's beautiful, Filomena. It's beautiful what you can do with green
Yeah.
screen here.
Alfonso, some messages from the chat. Thank you, Alfonso. You are opening a new world. A lot of wow, 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 cool, cool. Because this green screen, it sounds always like this. Prof. Paulino, are these features free? You told before about it that there is a basic version in which they are free, right?
Correct.
However, there are stock media you can use.
Yes. So again, if you sign up, you will get unlimited for 30 days, and then after that, your package will go down to the basic. However, teachers, I don't want you. Many times we feel like, oh, well, I only have the basic. But teachers, there are times where with even the basic, we still have so much power there, and it's all about being creative. And sometimes we hardly even scratch the surface of what's there with basic. And trust me, what WeVideo has to offer, even on the basic, is something that is so much more intuitive, so much more valuable than a lot of the programs that are out there that are very difficult, where you may have to download software, you may have to do all these extra things that your IT department may have to do. With this, everything is cloud based, and again, the students are able to just log on, be on the web, and that's all they do. There's no downloading of anything at all whatsoever. So that is something that is very useful. And we'll go over that. I'm going to show you some where you can find some information. And I also want to let you know that Jeremy Gluckman and everybody there at WeVideo are always, always looking out for educators. So if you ever have any questions, comments, or concerns, anything at all, WeVideo is a company that is always places the educator, in mind, number one priority, because teachers, in the end, like I was talking to Filomena earlier, these tools are going to help you engage students, and in the end, the students are going to be the ones that are going to benefit. And as a teacher, anything that's going to benefit my student is going to be a winner. So reach out to WeVideo. They are wonderful, they are great, and we'll share those links in just a second. So notice again just all the fun that can be had, and look at these beautiful stock footage videos that you have, that you can just get really clicky with it, very creative, and there you go. And again, that's just a quick demo. Now, one of the things that we haven't even talked about yet, Filomena, is definitely the music library. So if we have maybe even some music, look at these music videos that you have here, which is great. Look at these beautiful images to enhance. If you're a music teacher, something like this to do like a quick intro or outro, or teachers, if you're very creative and you want to engage your students with some intros into your lessons, you've got all of this available. Now, let me just go ahead and filter down to just simply music and add an effect here. So we've got music here. I don't think I'm sharing my sound, I believe. Am I, Filomena? Is the sound coming through or not?
No, maybe.
Okay. Let me see here. Give me a second here. There.
I have one question for you, because
Yes.
I work with WeVideo 2 times. So you have to, I am in love with the green screen. You have to push the green screen video in the video number 2, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The green screen video will always be the video that will be on top of your main video. So your main video will be number 1, your green screen video will be number 2. Think of it as an overlay. So what you're doing is you're overlaying, and so your main video is going to be what's going to show up on that computer screen or on that cell phone, and then your video 2 is going to be your actual green screen video. So that's the way it's going to work there. And so I want to show you here like our music library. I think I already am sharing, and made sure I put the sound there to share the tab. So if we look here, you've got different sounds, and look at this. you know,
I like that. I like
this inspiring one. Let's do this one. So let's put inspire and we're going to drag it down here to audio. And then this is what I love too, Philo. Again, Filomeno, sorry. We've got this where you can shorten the video. And then what we can do is we can go ahead and minimize the volume right there. Let me make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see this a little bit better. There you go. So it doesn't look too clumped up. But there we go. So now we've got this going on with this effect. So check it out. So this is great, a great tool also when you are doing any kind of voiceover or anything too as well. You can record your voice, put it in here, and then you still have the music and you can add separate audio tracks because here you've got a plus sign where you can add a new video track if you want. You can add a new audio track. So you can actually bring in some pre-recorded voice that maybe you've already done just to give that video a little extra oomph, with your voice. So you can add those tracks. But let's check this out here with the dramatic scene. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I forgot to take the green screen off
that.
on this one right here. But if you hear the music, I mean, it starts off really loud and then all of a sudden it just kind of dies down and it gives it that effect, that emotion. It just captures you. You are just drawn in to those videos. And again, you can add as many videos as you'd like right here. You just keep adding, or you can add music, you can add voice or sound effects if you needed to through separate tracks. So that right there is definitely worth its weight in gold, like I always say, because it's something that can be very, very useful. And then this is what I love too. I mean, sometimes you may need to cut or edit the video, and then you can go ahead and make this a little bit bigger, add a cut here. Let's say if you want to, depending on what you want to cut the audio, and then you can go ahead and remove the audio. You can choose bits and pieces of the audio that you want, that when you want them to play, when you don't want them to play. Because again, everything right here, for example, this volume control, I can put my volume all the way down here. And then all of a sudden I can spike it up here. And let's say that I want to bring it down here and then add another spike here. So now look at the way this is going to sound. So you can add that effect there with music, and imagine you're using the green screen, you're using the beautiful stock footage image there. Again, for science, they've got anything that you can think of. They've got pretty much just about anything there in the stock library to help you, even if it's just to create an intro for that. Now, again, right now, what I just shared with you is just the video creation portion of it, but let's not forget that Wevideo also has a screen recording option. And
Yeah,
for us teachers,
we have a question.
that's the most important. We want to record our screen. We want to record a lesson. We want to record a how to for our students. Well, let's go ahead and do that. So right now I kind of showed you some of that little extra magic there with the green screen and how to enhance. And keep in mind that your how to videos can now have that oomph to them as well. So, but before we get into that, let me show you here because I know one of the questions was, how does this save? What can I do? Well, notice I'm going to click finish and I'm going to title this GEG Italian 1 set. And notice I can save it in SD, standard quality. I can save it in HD, all right, with high definition. And notice what it asks. Do you want to export the video? Do you want to export the audio only? So, teachers, keep in mind that you can extract that. Just if you want the audio only, you can pull the audio down from that video, or you can even make it into a GIF right here. So, if you want to create something short and sweet for your students, that is just a little GIF on how to, or if I have any instructional technologist people here, instructional coaches, and you want to create a quick GIF, you have that option. Now, notice all the destinations. Now, I want to let you know, keep in mind that this is on the premium, but if you do have the basic, you will be limited to where it is that you can go ahead and save. Okay. But look at, for the most part, it's going to be your Google Drive. So I can select my Google Drive here, and you can even connect it straight to YouTube, and then you can go ahead and upload your video immediately into YouTube as well. So, and you can pick your thumbnail. So let's say I want this to be my thumbnail because it looks very dramatic. So I'm going to click export, but notice you've got Vimeo, you've got Daily Motion, you've got these platforms here, OneDrive, you've got Dropbox, and then of course you've got Box right here as well. So I'm going to click export, and it's in queue. It's going to take a while to do that. But from here, I don't have to wait on this window. I can just go back to my editor. I can go back to my projects, and I can continue working until it downloads. But looks like it says it's going to be ready in about a minute and a half. So we can kind of, if are there any questions right now, Filomena, that may have come in?
I don't want to stop you, but we have some questions for you. So a lot of enthusiastic people, thank you for speaking slowly. They really appreciate it. Deborah is asking, we could do a video and then record my voice over the video.
Yes, you totally can. And so I'm going to show you those things right now in just a second. So let's just go back here to our editor. And what we'll do is I'll go ahead and go to a new edit. And so this time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you just how a teacher would do this, how I would do this as an instructional tech and as a coach. If I want to record, I'm going to click record, and notice I have the option of recording just my webcam. I have the option of recording my screen, or I can do both. So if I want to show up in the video, then I can totally do that. I can put myself in a little corner there. Or if I just want to record the screen, I totally can. So let's take a look at that example or that question. I'm just going to record maybe about 10 seconds of a screen. And let's say that the teacher says, I don't want to record any audio. I just want to record maybe how something is done. And then maybe I decide to add the audio later. Better yet, let me show you some other magic. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and just record the screen. Say next. Here's my default mic. And I am going to record this screen here. All right, guys. So I'm going to do, let me see. Where am I at? I lost okay, here we go. So I'm recording, and what you're not seeing the screen, but it's this screen right here that I am recording. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing real quick. I think I might have just clicked on the wrong screen. Oh, here we go. All right. So now notice that you're going to probably see my mistakes here and all that, but that's all good because I want to show you some of the magic here. Because sometimes it's like, oh no, let me stop and let me re-record. Oh no, let me stop and let me re-record. Okay. So let me show you how we can remedy that. Okay. So let me show you the video that I had. All right, guys. So I'm going to do, let me see. Where am I at? So see, let's say that this is you. Here we go. It happens to me a lot. So I'm going to click save, and notice that my video is here. So let me show you some of the magic. If I double click, let me go cancel. If I click here, notice that I have my open audio options. So now the audio is pulled into a separate track. Wow. So let's say that I don't like that audio. So all I do is just lower the volume all the way, and let me play the video for you. You don't hear any more audio, do you?
No.
Right? Now, let's get this right. So then what I'm going to do is I am going to add an audio option here. I'm going to add a track. Okay. And actually, it should have just been here in audio 1. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click narrate. So I apologize for that extra move. But all I'm going to do is let me go back just to go over this one more time. So we pull our video in. We're going to click on the speaker, teachers. And this was my bad audio. I don't want it. All I'm going to do is mute it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on narrate. Here's my video. I'm going to click record. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you so much, Gegetalia, for having me here. And today I am showing you the Wevideo Education Community website. This is where you can find a lot of information, and you just saw my Twitter page there on accident. So there you go. I click stop, and I click save.
Problem, because we would like to connect with you after.
Yeah, and then check this out. I click save. And in a matter of seconds, hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you so much, Gegetalia, for having me here. And today I am showing you, I have my new improved audio. So teachers, this can help give you that confidence that if you're not great at maybe being very, what's the word, impromptu or be improvising, sorry. Maybe you know, like myself, I try and do it in one take and I mess up. Well, with Wevideo, even if I mess up that one take, I don't have to click stop, rewind, or stop and undo or redo again. I can just pull the audio from there and I can dub over my video, and that's it. I'm done. It all in one fell swoop. And then you can go back and edit and re-edit as many times. And that's the beautiful part, that your projects will stay saved. You can pull a project, and then maybe if the video quality there is good, you can do a different voiceover for it or give a different explanation. So I hope that that answers the question there as far as the video recording.
We have in chat some of the GG staff member, and we know that we use, I don't know if I could say in this live, but we use Screencastify and Home for screen capturing and for tutorial and other things. And we have this problem. Sometimes when you make mistakes, you have to redo all the things from the beginning. In this way, you can record all the screen, and then you can add the audio.
Well, Filomena, let me show you something too. We use Screencastify, and it is a wonderful tool, and it is a great tool. So let me show you here real quick. I'm going to open up my Screencastify in my library. I'm going to go to my recordings real quick, and I'm going to try and find something. Hopefully, here we go. Something short, real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and just go here, and I'm going to go ahead and download. All right, so here it's downloaded. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to Wevideo. I'm going to click import, and I'm going to browse my desktop, and I'm going to upload my video, and here it is. And let's say that I don't like that audio. I'm going to do the same thing. And now I can go ahead and narrate over this video that I brought in from Screencastify. So guys, keep in mind, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. If you can do it all on Wevideo, that's great. But let's say you're using Screencastify. Let's say that you have your Screencastify library. Pull from your Screencastify library, and let's say that I want to add now something even amazing here too as well, and I want to do some green screen with this.
I know that you are going to do that.
Yes, and just have some fun. Oops, sorry. Let me see my stock media. It didn't let me here real quick. So let's go back to stock media. Let me type in green. What's going on here? Oh, it's because I have here.
Okay.
Here we go. Make sure we check our filters. That's what it was. So I can do green screen. Now I can go ahead and put this in here real quick. And let me see. Oops.
Oh, you don't have the green screen. And now? Mm-mm.
Ah, yeah. I'm kind of messing up there a little bit. I'm getting I get very, very excited. That's why. Oh, but here we go. There it is. See, you see that? So this is where it's coming. Watch.
Yes.
Yay! Thumbs up for fonts. So,
Wait.
uh, so teachers, I mean, isn't this amazing? Now, I want you to think about this. There isn't one specific tool out there that is going to be perfect in giving you or giving us everything that we want. But it's okay to do some of that app smashing. If you're using Screencastify, use Screencastify, maximize it, use it, but then know that it's like, hey, if I want to make a nice intro or if I want to do something maybe a little fun to engage our staff, to engage our students, to engage our parents, then I can take that video, bring it into Wevideo, and then I can add these little effects, make it something fun, genuine, authentic, but very creative, not only for you, for your students, but also if you put this in your students' hands, think about the magic that they can do by simply sharing maybe something with science. Let me show you something real quick. This is a gentleman. I know I put it here in the private chat, but I'm going to go ahead and share this gentleman here,
Yeah.
John Klein from Wevideo. Okay, Edu Creative. I'm going to pop this link in here into. I've got the
Yes,
YouTube chat
you are
open,
reading it. Yes.
so I'll pop it in there right there, guys. I just popped it into the YouTube chat in there too as well. So you can go ahead and follow him. He is the director here for Wevideo at Schools, and he does these wonderful videos that he shares. And look at this. Some of these videos are with his daughters, and he just has them there at home. And notice they're adding the green screen effect, and then they just add the text there, and so simple, so quick, and you can just watch his little videos just to give you an idea of what you can do. And also, I recommend that you follow Jeremy. Let me pull him up. Jeremy,
Yes.
right here, Jeremy Gluckman. Let me get the link here and I'll pop it into the YouTube chat right there. Follow him. He is great. If you have any questions or need any help, he's always there at the ready. And of course, myself, I am a Wevideo ambassador, and I'm a servant leader. I love to help, and if I can help you with any questions you may have, anything at all, don't let the language be a barrier. I will figure out whatever it is that you're trying to say, but we can work on it together because with technology, there are no barriers. So we'll work through it together. And then, of course, we have Filomena as our ambassador here that we have to bridge the language barrier, which is wonderful. And so we're always here willing to help. But before we kind of, I know we kind of strayed off a little bit, but I also want to show you some of these features, guys. The text, I forgot to show you here that you can actually add either static text, you can add call outs. So let's say that I want to add this, all right, here. What I'll do is I'll put it here in my third video, actually. What I'll do is I'll add a track and I'll put that call out here. Notice where the call out appears. Now I can edit this call out, move it over, change the text, and then I can put here, hello, GEG Italian. Right? I can resize it. Maybe I'll put it right here where it looks like I'm talking or maybe saying it. I can resize it. I can recolor it. You've got all of those options here just to have some fun. And I know this is going to look silly, but I wanted to share this with you. See, you can add those call outs. And then with those call outs, you can actually add transitions. So, for example, I'm going to make it really small to start. And when it ends, I want to make it like it's going to be right here. So notice some of these transitions. Oops, let me go back. I don't think I did it right there. I think I didn't save the changes. Let me click save changes here and let's see if that'll work. No, but that's on me, guys. Don't worry. But it does work where you can add those transitions and add that movement. Let me see what I'm doing here. Start, and then I'll put end. Let me make it more dramatic here and see if this works. Oh, there we go. So see how you can add that movement to it. So let's say you're doing something where you want to emphasize labeling something, you can bring that label in, you can make it get bigger, get smaller as you go along. So I wanted to share that with you here. You've got, again, motion text where you've got text here that will open up. And then all I need to do is just drag it. Let me remove this one. I'll pop this in here. And notice you've got the elastic snap. Now I can go ahead and go in here and change this to hello. You can change the font size manually. I will go ahead and put 200. There you go. And now we've got our elastic snap. Hello. And one thing I want you to notice is that you can even move it anywhere you'd like because this is an overlay. We can change the color. Let's make it red. Well, I want something that'll pop. Maybe a blue. Let's try that. See how that pops. There we go. Hello. We'll put it over here. How easy is that, guys? Did you notice with a couple of clicks, I'm able to put text in and just drag it anywhere I want it to appear. I can label it and I can add as many of these little clips. Let's say that if I like that, now let's do this one right here that we can add. So we can add another layer. Notice the one that's going to pop up right now, just magically. There we go. You can add something else in there to pop. And, this is something that is amazing. And so this is one of the tools that I use along with Canva to create a lot of intros for my podcast. So, for example, let me show you some of the things that I do here. I've got a lot of green screen. I do a lot of the green screen stuff, but let me see if I've got a video here with
how many videos you have in your library.
yes. So let me see. Do I have this one?
Oh,
I've
I
got
love
some. Okay, so maybe I should have some. Okay, maybe something like this. Let's see. Well, see this right here, I do all these effects, I go with Canva, but then I bring it in here so I can do my projects. And then I do a lot of the green screen, a lot of my video editing I do here. So here we go. Let's go to my exports. So let me show you, for example, this right here is all done with Wevideo. So this is my intro for my podcast, or I'll just do it just for promo. And you have a lot of fun with it. So imagine if I get to have this much fun with it, your teachers, yourself. Look at this one too. This one was pretty cool. I just put it here on her glasses. What I did here is I took a picture, I downloaded it, went to Photoshop, and just put the green screen effect on her glasses. And then I just added my video. And now I've got my intro or a promo using the green screen effect right there. And that's all thanks to Wevideo that makes things so much easier for educators like ourselves that, just have a one-stop shop where we can find these tools. And so I'm just thankful that I get to share this with you today. And I hope that what I did share with you was something that can get you started, could put you at ease, help you feel comfortable with it, and more importantly, to help you get clicky with it. Because if you notice, there really isn't anything you can break. You can always do Control Z to undo, and that's it. You're all set. Any other questions, Filomena, that might have popped up?
Oh, yes. They are so enthusiastic. We have a question from Matteo Castioni. Alfonso can show us the step for the correct signing up for the first time.
Okay, with a Wevideo, let me go to account. Oops, let me go to log out. When you go to Wevideo, usually what I do is the best thing is just log in with Google. If you have a Gmail account, just go ahead and click there on Google, and then you're going to go ahead and sign up. I believe there are some questions that they ask you there, like just through the process. I don't remember that because it's been a while since I've signed up, but you don't have to put in all this info here. If you have Google or Facebook, you can go ahead and sign in that way. And then once you do that, it'll just open up immediately. And this yours may look a little different, where it may not have this here because this is one of the Educator Pro accounts. But you will be able to see all of these, the podcasting, the gifts, and then you can go into your projects, and of course, you can go ahead and get started here and just click new, whatever it is that you're wanting to do. If you just want to record real quick, you can just start recording and then just save that. But again, that link, I don't know if we did put that link in here. Did we? For the creator community, did we put that in there?
Yes, I have it.
Perfect. We'll just pop that in there. And like I said, let's go ahead and just go with that. But I recommend if you have a Gmail account, just log in with your Gmail account and you can just start right off the bat. Also, guys, contact Wevideo if you have any questions. Like I said, they're always looking to help educators. Don't feel like I said, don't be shy or don't feel like, oh, I don't feel maybe like there isn't enough support. Right now, Wevideo is doing just an amazing job at helping service our educators and helping them in any way, shape, or form. And I promise you, if you go into that community, the educator community, go in there, you can do your certifications. They have, your Wevideo ambassador. You've got also, you can start off with your bronze, your silver, your gold, and you're starting to learn the platform. You're working through it, and there's so many resources there. And also, what I do recommend you do also as well is also when you get in here, go and look for the ambassador page. So let me pop this in here real quick. There you go. So notice here you can join the community today. There's resources to be shared. And of course, these I would highly recommend you do these certifications, guys. They are awesome and they're going to help you get better with Wevideo, knowing it a little bit more. And then you can start taking what they teach you, applying it with what you already know. And then that's where the magic happens, guys. That's where you come in. That's where your pedagogy comes in and it ties together to get it into your students' hands. And also, here it says meet the ambassadors. You can find all the Wevideo ambassadors here as well. And feel free to all of us here that you'll see once this page loads up.
I
We're
wanna
all
be
on
page.
we're all on Twitter. So I'm not sure. It's probably not loading up real quick, but taking a while. But here we go. So all of these people might be familiar faces to you on Twitter. Jennifer Lieben, she is an innovator. She does some great stuff on green screen as well. There's a green screen gal. She is awesome. Bruce Reicher. Here's Dr. Lang, Nathan Lang Rad. He is the founder there. And so here you can find more information. Look at Mr. Abid Patel, number one. Number two, because we go alphabetically, here I am, Alfonso Mendoza. Guys, look us up on Twitter. Here are our Twitter handles. Look us up, follow us, reach out to us. Like I said, my Twitter feed is always open and I'm always willing to help. And don't be shy. No, there's no question too small, no problem too big that we can't solve together, because that's what we're here for, to help support each other.
Okay, we have another question, Alfonso, if
Yes,
you have time.
of course. I have all the time I need.
So where could I find the model for create the spot for your YouTube channel or other things?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question one more time?
Yes, where do I find the model or the things that you do for your channel, like the sunglasses or the TV spot.
Oh, okay. So this is what I do. I do a lot of app smashing, like I said. So what I do is, for example, let's say I go to um, Pixabay, and everything I do is I always make sure that I look for photos, obviously, that are free. I don't want to get in trouble with any copyrights or anything. So and that's the beautiful part about Wevideo, that you can bring in your media that you create. And that's why I call it app smashing. Because what I'll do here is I'll just type in, like, let's say sunglasses. And here's the lady. Look at her. This is the picture that I used. So all I do, it says free to download. So I downloaded the image, not a robot. There you go. And then what I do is I just opened it up in like a there's some free Photoshop editors that are, and it's not like technically Photoshop, but it's a nice editor where all you do is just cut out or the lens, and then all I do is just put in a green color in there, and then that'll give me that green screen effect. So that's all I do. But that'll be kind of like another show where we can do. But I'm glad that question came up, because I might just go ahead and do a video on that, and then I can post it to YouTube and share it with Filomena, and she can share it with all of you as well. And then that way you guys can start getting like really creative with your green screens. So what or green screen tools through Wevideo as well. So those are some of the tools that I use. Canva is something that is wonderful that I use as well. So if I show you some of my designs, here is, like, for example, my or my giveaway that I did. So what I'll do here is I'll have this right here that I create, um, through Canva. That's one of the tools. And then what I do is I'll just cut this out right here, and then when I take it into Wevideo, I'll just put my video underneath it, and it'll just go ahead and play. So that's really all there is to it, guys. There isn't a science behind it. But what I'm gonna do, because now you've motivated me, I'm gonna go ahead and create some of those instructional little videos that can help. That'll be nice and short, and be nice and concise for you to use, so you can step up your Wevideo game, your green screen game, or your Canva game. Because, guys, like I mentioned earlier, there isn't one platform that can fix everything. We rely on several tools, we rely on several platforms, just like we rely on several educators. Like, for example, I don't go just to Filomena because and say she's my source. Nobody else knows anything, just Philo. I was like, Filomena is great at what she does, but maybe, if I ask her for some help on, maybe like physics, maybe she may not be good. I need to go find a physics teacher. Well, it's the same thing with the platforms. If a platform you see it's good for this, but maybe there's a certain limitation, bring it into another platform. And that's the beauty about app smashing. You will always find a solution through different apps, but in the end, the product is going to be great. But most importantly, the experience that you're gaining, the confidence that you're gaining, not only in yourself, but the confidence that you'll have to be able to help your fellow teacher who might be in need. But most importantly, in the end, the person that is most affected in a positive way is going to be your student. And that's what we want. We want to make sure that these tools get into the hands of our students as well, so they can get creative and share their story.
Wonderful, amazing word. Encantada de sentirte hablarte. So, another question before leaving us. We have Francesco Piccolo. If you have a green screen, how could this enhance your video in the Wevideo?
With the green screen?
Yes, if you have your green screen
Okay.
in
Okay,
your
good.
video, okay?
Perfect. Let me go ahead and go back to my media. And I believe here in my media, I did have where I was. Here we go. So let me show you the process, how I can enhance a video. This right here is my Innovator pitch. We had to do a pitch where we had to describe what our
15 of 15
yeah. So we had to do our pitch. So if you notice here, I have a green screen. Like right now, the setting that you have is not green screen. It's actually my office that I have here. Just added some little lights just to give it that effect. But with if you have your own green screen, I recommend here in the United States, we have what we call dollar stores where everything's a dollar, and you can buy a green tablecloth, even if it's plastic or something for like about $1. If you have something like that in Italy, you don't need something fancy. You don't need, to spend $25, $30 unless you're really going to take it to that level. And if you can afford it, that's great. But keep in mind that any green material, if there is a fabric store and you just buy a big square that you can kind of just hang behind you, that'll help because of the following. So I'm going to bring this video in here. Let me see if my media
We don't
partner.
have that kind of shops in Italy, dollar store for
Do you have anything like fabric stores or anything?
yes, of course.
Okay, yeah, with the fabric stores, then you can find maybe some fabric there that you can do. But let me show you. So for example, here's my pitch, and that's my green screen right there. And let's say that maybe I'm a biology teacher, and we're going to be talking about predator and prey. So now I can go ahead and bring my tiger in here. And so let's say that I am that biology science teacher. Click here. Let me do my green screen.
Magic.
Now I've got the tiger right behind me. I'm going to click save. But now I need to adjust my tiger because I don't want my tiger to be that big. And I can adjust it, maybe put it here. There you go. And so now, with a couple of clicks, if you notice, Olga is a frustrated Spanish. Oh, don't mind the audio. Let me lower the audio because that was actually the audio from my pitch here. So I'll lower the audio. But let's say that I'm a science teacher and just say, "Hi guys, good morning. Today we're going to be talking about predator and prey. What you can see here right behind me is what we call a predator. So notice how you can enhance an intro to your lesson. You are engaging the student, and that is with a green screen, a physical green screen that you have that you hang behind you. And so now you can add that power of engagement to your lesson. And now you can even, like I said, bring in other predators. Maybe bring in, here we go. We've got lions here that we can bring in, and then you can continue, with your lesson. Then you can narrate and say we're talking about predators, what they do, and here is a tiger, and tigers are predators because they eat this, and here is a lion, and as you can see, the lion is doing this. So notice the live action, the explanation, and this is what a student can do as well. Let's say I'm not sure what the situation may be in Italy if you guys are locked down. I know that there are some schools here in the States that are open a little bit with a small amount of students, but they have just a green screen. And some teachers even painted their wall green. So that way they have a permanent green screen and they can do videos like this to enhance students. But the students can hop in there and then create a green screen video explaining the water cycle, explaining the moon cycle or the phases of the moon. And they can have so many possibilities that are there that they have available to them. So let me show you real quick what my final product looked like. Let me get rid of all of this and let me go to my media. So this one was my final product, I believe, right here. And this is what the green, oh, maybe not. This is just the Empower Parent app.
This is
It
your
might be, yeah, it was the my pitch that was there. Let me go to my media real quick again. I just want to show you real quick my exports. Yeah, let me show you real quick what this looked like in the end, because just so you can see the how it adds the effect. Here it is.
Okay, okay, okay.
Right here. So now notice I did have the green screen. Now I have a chalkboard. Olga is a frustrated Spanish speaking parent. And notice how now it engages. She sees the way her child struggles through the use of icons coming in. She downloaded the Empower and then here's the Empower Parent
which
app,
allows her to learn how to
so
navigate through those platforms. Amazing, Alfonso.
If you notice, there you go. And that is the power of engagement. And that's the power that you, as a teacher, all of you that are watching, can have. Literally, you become digital superheroes because of what you can do now. So, really, what I want you to take today from what we've done is yes, you've learned a new platform. Was the training or just the overview a little much? Maybe there might have been a lot of information in there, but the whole point is to see beyond this, the scope, how you can affect your learning community in such a positive way by thinking outside the box, feeling comfortable with yourself, and knowing that I have full confidence that with what we went over today, you can go in here within a couple of clicks, you can create something magical that is going to enhance the lesson. It's going to engage your students visually. It's going to catch their eye. It's going to catch their ear. And this, you're hitting different learning modalities, which is important. So, like I said, I am just so happy and thrilled. And it just brings joy to my heart to have had this amazing opportunity to share with educators such as yourselves. And, hopefully you guys can just take off and roll with this. And I'm anxious to see some of the magic you create. And please make sure that if you do, tag me. If you're on Twitter, follow me, tag me. I would love to see your creations. Tag at Wevideo also as well, so they can see what you guys are doing. Because again, it really means a lot to companies as well. I want to kind of leave you with this. Oftentimes we are, as educators, we want more and we demand more from products certain times, but how often do we appreciate what they already have and what they have done for us? So if you do create something, give them a shout out, give them a thank you, because there are a lot of people working behind the scenes to create something like this for educators to be able to put in the hands of their students as well. So that's the only thing that I ask and that I leave you with. And again, so thankful to be here. And if you do get a chance, also you can listen to my podcast. It's called My EdTech Life. And you can also, we do have a Twitter account. It's called, or you can follow us at My EdTech Life as well. And we also have a page. I'll go ahead and put the link to the page here. Also, My EdTech Life. And the last episode, or the most recent episode, is with Erica Sandstrom. She's also known as at Green Screen Gal. If you click on that episode and look in the show notes, you will find a link to a Google Doc or a slide presentation where she just shares so much wealth of information on green screen, either using Wevideo or using another app called Do Ink on the iPads. And she is also a wealth of information, and she has the kindest heart as well, and is always willing to help. So again, it was a pleasure being here. Filomena, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all the work that you do, what you have done. And I am so thankful and grateful to have crossed paths with you through Global GEG and also through our Innovator Academy. And I'm always excited. And anytime you'd love to collaborate again, I'm always here at your service.
Oh my God, you make me cry, Alfonso. I am so art sensible. So we have so many enthusiastic comments in the chat. They love your session. They love your way of talking so slowly and calm. They understand everything that you say. So thank you, and they are going to realize their video soon. But you have to know, Alfonso, that with the staff, with the member or GG Italia, we are in competition. So how can I have my picture on the ambassador webpage? I would like to be the first Italian to be there.
Okay, well, what you can do is if you go to their website, that link that I shared with you, do the certifications, do the bronze, the silver, and the gold, and I promise you, it's not going to take you very long. But follow the process, trust the process, because what you learn there is going to be beneficial to take what I just taught you in, maybe about an hour. It's going to help you take that exponentially to another level. Once you do that, they do have ambassador applications where you will go ahead and create a video explaining why you should be a Wevideo ambassador, what you want to do, what you want to share with the community. And then there is a short little application where you're going to create like a little mini lesson plan, things of that sort. And it's like I said, it's not too time consuming, but it is worthwhile. So please, guys, don't feel discouraged. Go out there and do it. And for all of you, your listeners, never be afraid to take that first step, and never think that you're not good enough or that you just don't get it. Okay, I want that mentality to go away, because it all starts with one click, and it's just the click to start the Wevideo and bronze. And from that moment on, you're going to be captivated. And I hope that I'm going to see not only Filomena on there, but that I'm going to see many of you that are here that I now consider family, because even though we may be miles apart, everybody here today is part of my professional learning family. And just like you have learned from me, I am also always willing to learn from others. And so it just takes that one click, guys, and just stay motivated. And like I said, thank you also for everything that you have done during this time of being locked down, and reaching out to the students. I know sometimes it feels alone because you may not get gratitude or appreciation, but I assure you that in my position, being here in the US and being an instructional coach, I am appreciative of the hard work of all teachers, because you guys are in the front line during this time, helping our students survive this pandemic and still trying to teach them and engaging them. So thank you, teachers. I really appreciate everything you do.
Thank you to you, Alfonso, and see you soon. The war is open for the Italian ambassador.
There you go.
So we'll let you know who will be the first Italian ambassador of Wevideo. The war is open.
All right, there you go.
Thank you, Alfonso, and bye. Ciao a tutti.